Now let's move on to the next concept, ping ICMP and ARP concept. If I go here, so if you want to check the connectivity between two devices, so one option we have ping and second we have traceroute. Okay. So ping is going to test the connectivity as well as it is also going to show you the latency, that how much time it is taking to get the response. See what you see here, this 1 ms, 1 ms, 1 ms, this is what latency. Okay. Now your ping and traceroute, these are just two comments, but in the backend, they are working on the ICMP protocol. Okay. So the ping command is used to test the connection and latency between two network connection or two nodes. The ping command sends packet of information to a specified IP address, and then it measures the time it takes to get a response from the specified computer or device. Okay, so there are two types of messages in the ping. One is the request, that is ping request, and ping reply. So how this timing is calculated, how the latency is calculated, that okay, I have sent the request, now in how much time I will get the response. Okay, so that is your latency, that how much time it is taking to get the response. Okay, and your ping works on which protocol? ICMP. Similarly, we have the traceroute. The traceroute command is used to conduct a similar test to the ping. Okay, this will also tell you about the connectivity only, whether you have the connectivity or not. But instead of displaying the time it takes to connect, it looks at the exact server hops required to connect your computer to the server. Means along with the connectivity, it is going to provide you more information. Let's say if I go and try to ping Google. If I say ping google.com. Do you see I'm getting the response? Right? This is the IP of the Google. Okay. I'm getting the response. So I have the connectivity. But with the ping, I'm just able to see whether I have connectivity or not and how much time it is taking to get the response. This is the information I get from the ping command. But if I want to check that how many routers are there between my system and Google server, how many times my packet is getting forwarded, or how many routers are present between my system and Google server, then we can use the traceroute command. So the command is traceRT. In the system, in the Windows system, it will be used like traceRT, and if you are using a router, it will be used like traceroute. Okay, but the working is the same. Okay, in the computer, it will work like traceRT. In the routers, or if you are using a Linux system, then it will be traceroute. Okay. Now, what I want to test, google.com. Now it will tell me all the routers between my system and Google server. You see, the first is my own router, TP-Link, that is having the IP 1.1. Then this is my ISP, ACT Corporation. Okay, their router. So like this, it will tell me all the IPs of the routers in between my system and Google server. Is that clear? And the function of ICMP is, if there is an error, it will give you an error also. It will display you the error also. Okay. So ping and traceroute, they work on the ICMP protocol. Is that clear? Now, what is ICMP? So if we discuss about your ICMP, the ICMP stands for Internet Control Masses Protocol. It is a network layer protocol used by the network devices to diagnose network communication issues, whether the communication is proper or not. ICMP is mainly used to determine whether or not the data is reaching its intended destination in a timely manner. Means if you are sending a request to some place, to some system, whether it is reaching on time or not. And the ICMP protocol is used on the network devices like a router, switches, or not switches, or also switches, but if they are the layer 3 switches or something. Okay. Then also your computers, servers, laptops, all the devices. Okay. ICMP is crucial for error reporting and testing also. See, right now it reported an error, right? That it tried out to find out the next router, but the request is getting timed out. Okay. Now here is a task for you. What is the difference? Like when do you get a request timeout and when do you get destination host unreachable? Okay, these two type of error you will get One is the request timeout, and second is the destination host unreachable. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, there is two types of errors you are going to see. One is the request timed out, and second is destination host unreachable. So when do you get request timed out, and when do you get destination host unreachable? Okay, so tomorrow you'll tell me this. This is clear? All right. So this is clear about the ICMP. Your ICMP is going to check the connectivity as well as report the errors. That's it. Let's say, for example, if I try to ping, okay, let me open another command prompt. If I ping my router, let's say 172.16.1.1, I'm getting the response, correct? Okay. If I ping some IP that is not available inside my network, 172.16, let's see, 2 or 3.10, is it in my network? What I'm getting? Request time. Okay. If I use some other IP, let's say 1.10, what I'm getting?
So we are getting PTL60.
Yes, router.
Router.
TP-Link router.
Router.
Cisco IOS will be giving you 255. Okay. Windows operating system will give you 128. Linux system will give you 64. So maybe the operating system of this router is based on the Linux. Okay. So like this, you can check. If I give 170. So sometimes you'll get request timeout, sometimes you'll get destination host unreachable. So when do you get this and when do you get the other error? You have to check. Clear?